Good morning to you all. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on. Valentine's Day to everyone. And I also want to know, what is everyone doing today? What are you doing for Valentine's Day? So I don't know what it looks like for you. Maybe you're celebrating with a partner, maybe you're celebrating with friends, maybe it's a family situation. It could even be you decided you're going to buy your own chocolate and flowers and say, I'll take care of this myself. Whatever it is, however you are spending the day, I hope it feels intentional, because the best experiences, whether it's travel or a trip or Valentine's Day, they don't just happen by accident. They happen because someone thought it through. Okay? So tell me, what are your Valentine's Day plans? Did you celebrate last night? Are you celebrating today? What are you doing? I want to know. Come on out and tell me what you're doing. Drop it in the chat. As a matter of fact, we all want to know what we're all doing. So put what you're doing in the chat. So for us, for me, last night we had a full Valentine's situation in our house. Okay. So most of you know we have a 10-year-old. He's a fifth grader. And so last night their school had their little Valentine's Day dance. So he claimed he didn't want to wear a tux, but he did get himself a little bit dressed up, went on out to his school dance. And then right after that, he went to the city's rec center, because the rec center had parents' night out. So parents can have a night out. So he went from the school dance straight to the rec center. I'm telling you, that boy had a whole social calendar. So I am curious, is there anyone out there who already celebrated? What did you do? We want to know. Or are you celebrating today, since today's the actual day? But not because the calendar say Valentine's Day is February 14, mean we all celebrate on that specific day. We all have different calendars, we have different lives, and sometimes it just don't work out for us to celebrate on the actual day. So maybe some people celebrated last week, maybe it's next week. Whatever it is, what does Valentine's Day look like for you? And especially if you already celebrated, come on out. Tell us what you did. How was it? We want to know. We nosy. We nosy. So let us know. Okay. All right. Everyone, come on in. Come on in. Waiting on some people to come on in. Yes. Come on in. Yes. 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 I am so glad you are here today. So whether you just joined us or you've been here for a minute, let me tell you, you right on time. You right on time. So come on in, come on in, come on in. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Alrighty. So, I always start us off with a question to warm us up. And my question for you today is, when you get off the ship in a new port, what's the first thing that usually come to mind? Think about it for a minute. Whatever that word is, I want you to go ahead and put it in the chat. And if you're still trying to think about it, let me help you out with a couple of prompts for here for a minute. Okay, so when you get off, do you feel excited? Are you excited because you already have everything laid out? You know exactly what you're going to do, and you can't wait to clear that gangway. Or do you feel overwhelmed because you packed so many things into one day? We do it. We do it. Or do you feel rushed because you feel like you're going to have to constantly be watching the clock before you even get off the ship? Is it confident? Do you feel like, I know what I'm doing, I've got this? Or Do you feel hungry? Because you rushed off the ship and you decided, I don't want to waste time, so I'm not going to the DFAC. Now you hungry. Okay. Did I really just say DFAC? Oh my God. Okay, alrighty, bring back dining facility, the buffet, the main dining room. Did you skip your food? Okay, I know most of you probably wondering what in God's green earth is the DFAC. It's a military thing, it's an army thing. I know. My battle buddies know what I'm saying. But 24 years in the army, so every once in a while the military lingo still comes out. So if you're listening and you hear some random crazy word and you have no idea what it means, just put it in the chat and ask me what it is. 9 out of 10 times it's a military lingo, and I'll just break it down for you. Okay, so the buffet, the dining room. Okay, did you not stop to eat? Okay, alrighty, so let's bring it back. What is that word that you feel when you step off the ship in a new port? I've already given you some examples, so go ahead, drop one word in the chat. And you know what? Actually, if you're watching the replay when you see this, go ahead and put replay and put your word, so I know that you were here. Okay? All right, and so while we're doing that, I know we have some more people still come on in. I want to give you the opportunity to do that because I know most of us weren't just sitting around anchored, waiting for this live to start. Most of us were scrolling. Some of us were multitasking. And I know some of us, we're still doing that. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay if you're multitasking today, because what we're talking about today is exactly why that happens. Okay, so go ahead, put your word in the chat. All righty, let me see what we have. Okay, all righty, I don't see any words coming in. Are you telling me you don't cruise, or you've never thought about it? And that's probably what it is. You never thought about it. But go ahead and think about it. And as we're talking, as we're having our conversation, feel free to go ahead and put that word in the chat. All righty. Okay. So for those of you that are new, this is second Saturday. We have our Saturday Travel Talk every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the second Saturdays, we do myth busting. Okay, all righty, hold your horses. It's not the Mythbusters kind of thing that you watch on TV. There's no drama here. So what we're doing is we're just slowing down ideas we've heard so often that we've stopped questioning them. And now sometimes we don't even know if they're fact or myth. So today's myth concern port days. Alrighty, we're going to talk about myth surrounding port days. But before we, I go ahead, keep running my mouth and talk about what I think I want to talk about, I want to give you all the opportunity. If there's something about port days that you've always wondered about, or something that never quite sat right with you, go ahead, put it in the chat. If you here today, if you took the time to show up, I would rather chart the course around today's conversation around something that matters to you other than just cruising through my outline. Okay? Alrighty. So if there's a myth, you're not sure if it's myth or fact, drop it in the chat and let's talk about it. Let's explore what's on your mind. Okay? Alrighty. And while those answers are coming in the chat, I'll go ahead and, get started. Maybe they'll give you some idea. So here's something I hear all the time. The ship was amazing, but the ports were, they were just okay. Have you ever heard that? Or am I the only person? Okay, if you've heard that, let me ask you this. What if it's not the port? What if it's not even the cruise, but how the day is structured? Think about it. When you have one day in port, do you usually wake up earlier than normal? Are you constantly watching the clock? Are you always are you calculating your return time? Which you definitely need to do. That's a smart move because you do not want to not, yep, don't be negative, be on the ship when it sails away. It would be too sad if, you know, some of your friends are on the balcony waving bye bye while you still sitting out there on the port time. So yeah, calculating your return time, that's kind of a big deal. But are you deciding whether to book through the cruise line or go independent? Are you navigating transportation in places you've never set foot in before? All of those things to think about. Does that feel like you're relaxing? Or does it feel like you are coordinating? Think about it. Remember, it's a judgment free zone, so it's okay. Just think. You could put your words in the chat. Uh, what I want to tell you is this is just awareness, okay? It's just awareness. So let's get on with it. Okay, I guess this is the itinerary we are rolling with today. Okay, so there's this belief in the cruise culture that you have to maximize your port days. If you've ever thought, we only have one day, so we have to see everything, put me in the chat. Put a me in the chat if you've gone somewhere and like, we have one day, so we need to see and do everything. Okay, let me tell you, from my point of view, maximize usually sounds like more stops, more landmarks, more photos. More photos isn't necessarily bad, more movement. But what if I told you the goal isn't to maximize the day, it is to optimize it? Okay? Because maximizing and optimizing are not the same thing. When I hear maximize, I hear volume. Whereas to me, optimizing is rhythm. Maximizing is how much you can fit in, where optimizing is how well the day flows. Okay? And here's where disappointment quietly boards the ship: when volume replaces rhythm. Okay? I'm here to tell you, port days don't need more activities. They need more structuring. Okay? So here is a simple 3-part structure that I use for port days. The first thing is anchor your day. Have you ever gone to a port and you've tried to do everything and to the point where nothing really stood out? It's like you went here, you went there, you went everywhere. And then at the end of the day, somebody asks you what you did and you respond with, I don't remember. I don't know. It's because you did so many things, nothing stood out. Some of you may have heard the saying before: if everything is important, nothing is important. Okay? That's what happened when everything feels equally important. Nothing stands out. So instead, I would suggest you choose one anchor experience. Before you even board the ship, you make the decision: what is the one thing that would make this port feel successful? Not 10, not 5, not even 3. 1. You pick one thing. If everything falls apart, what is the one thing you'd be glad you did? That's your anchor. Everything else becomes optional. And optional feels so much lighter. Okay? The second thing is protect your return time. Okay? If you're checking the clock all day, are you really ever fully present? Probably not. So here's the rule: build in a 90-minute buffer back to the ship. I always set an alarm. 90 minutes before all aboard, that alarm is going off. It's not a 30 minutes, it's not a 60 minutes, it's non-negotiable. It's 90 minutes. Set that alarm. Okay? And some people want to ask, why not 30? Why not 60? And here's the thing, especially first time cruisers don't realize, when you get off the ship, you walk from the ship and you walk directly out the gate to your transportation, and you go on and you do your excursion, you explore. But when you come back, the route is not that direct. You do not get off your transportation and go directly to the ship. They send you through a path through the shopping center. So it takes a little while longer on your return to get back to the ship. So that is why that 90-minute buffer is important, because as you're going through the shopping area, you can peruse, take a look at some stuff and not be stressed. You're not just running through the entire area. So plan to be back in that port area 90 minutes before that all aboard time. Okay? So that single decision, it changes your nervous system for the entire day, because your alarm is going to tell you when it's time to start heading back, because you are no longer traveling with tension in the background. Okay? So number 1, anchor your day. Number 2, protect your return time. And number 3 is reduce renegotiation. Okay? If you're constantly decided where to go, how long to stay, what to skip, gosh, doesn't your brain get tired before your body does? Sometimes that mental fatigue gets mislabeled as the port was just okay. But was it really the port? Or was it mental overload? Let me tell you, some of us, especially us as women, we can be master negotiators. We talk ourselves in and out of the same thing 5 times in 1 hour. Should we stay? Should we go? Is it worth it? Are we missing something better? We're always going to be asking those questions, okay? But let me tell you, that constant back and forth, it trains you. So it's not just the movement, it's the internal negotiation. I'm here to tell you from experience, negotiation requires energy. I used to be one of those master negotiators. Okay? So we got to set boundaries. Stop doing it. So here's how you reduce that, okay? Pre-decide the flow of the day. Before you dock, answer these 3 questions. What are we going to do first? How long are we going to stay? And what is our we're done signal? Okay? When those things are decided in advance, you stop renegotiating everything every minute, every hour. Excuse me. Okay? And when you stop renegotiating, your brain gets a chance to rest. And when your brain rests, I'm telling you, port feels so much better. Okay? So that is the 3-part structure I use to ensure that we get the most out of port days, that we're optimizing our port days instead of maximizing it. And there, anchor your day, protect your return, and reduce all that renegotiating. Okay? So, alrighty, what if you could step off the ship and not have to think about any of that stuff? What if your day could already be anchored? What if your return time was already protected? What if someone else had already pressure tested the flow of your day? That is one of the reasons why I do escorted cruises. Because one day port benefits from intentional structure. When I escort cruises, we decide in advance what the anchor experience is. We protect our return time, we build in margins, we eliminate all of those unnecessary zigzagging so our brain gets a chance to rest. We establish clear meeting points in case somebody decide they want to go their own way. And we put contingencies in place. Many of you, you've heard the saying, most plans don't survive first contact, but sometimes you go out there and you have your plan and somebody decide they want to do something else. And it's okay. It's okay. We all want our own experiences. So we build those contingencies into place so people know what's going on, what to do in case of A, what to do in case of B. Okay, so instead of waking up managing logistics, you wake up and you step into a curated day. Let me tell you, do it yourself makes you the operator, while structured planning keeps you in the experience. Are you a guest, or do you want to be, or are you the host? The guest is in the experience, they have fun. The host is operating. Okay? And let me tell you, those feel very different on your body. Okay? Alrighty. So last week, when we talked about Rome versus Venice as a port, as a post-cruise option, we talked about rhythm. Okay? Cities have rhythm, and port days, they have rhythms too. Okay? So if you compress too much things into one day, you break the rhythm. And when the rhythm breaks, the experience feels off, even if the destination is what I consider to be absolutely beautiful. So maybe when someone says the port was just okay, the better question might be, was the port overwhelming? Or was the day overloaded? Because those are completely different. Okay, so when you slow it down like that and you start to see the pattern, once you see the pattern, the myth becomes clear. The idea that more activity makes a port day better. That if you only have one day, you have to see everything. What we've seen is this. Port days don't fall apart because of time. They fall apart because of the structure. When you anchor the day, you protect your return, and you reduce renegotiation, one day feels intentional, not rushed, not chaotic, not just okay. It feels intentional. Okay, and that is the difference. So the next time you step off a ship, don't ask how much can I fit in. Ask what will make this day feel complete. That question alone changes everything. Okay? Alrighty, so if this helped you think about port days differently, drop port in the chat. Okay? If what I shared today helped you to think about port days differently, drop port in the chat. Okay, I want to hear. Let's see what questions we have. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat. Okay, all righty, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Today's episode of Saturday Travel Talk. I will see you again next week. Same time, same channel. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Show yourself some love today. Shout out to Kershi. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to Alihan. Alihan, love you, girl. Love you. All righty. All righty. Tell us your military without telling. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. More. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I love this support. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. Show yourself some love today. Show the one you love some extra love. We all need a little bit of extra love every once in a while. Clary, thank you for tuning in. Mr. Williams, thank you for joining in. Thank you for showing up. It's Valentine's Day. Go out and show yourself some love. Show someone you love. You know, be with the one, love the one you with. If you can't be with the one you love, all righty, everyone. Again, that is today's version of Saturday Travel Talk. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I will see you again next Saturday, same time, same channel, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Mwah.